One, two, one, two. I'm talking a little bit louder. See if it works. For some reason, the volume on my phone doesn't work at all. I'm just sitting here thinking about life. What my life would have been if I've never been kidnapped and taken from my real family. Um, if I didn't have people lying to me and trying to scam me and take everything from me, my blood, my DNA, my hair, just everything from me. How nice would it have been to grow up where I'm really from, not being lied to, not having fake family members around me, fake people. Um, how nice it would have been to just grow up in a normal family, um, not a family or people of Nephilim background. It would have been nice to possibly be have married a woman that was, shared my ideals, my culture, um, possibly to have beautiful children and just grow up normal. But and I'm making this for anybody that ever finds it. I was kidnapped and taken away from my real original family. Um, Despite everything that I might physically see, I know that the people that claim to be my family is not my family. Because if they were my true family, I wouldn't be living on the street now. Um, Everywhere I go, I am pretty much terrorized and annoyed and followed, bugged. I have the police harass me all the time. I'm trying to think of what else. Um, for some reason, they want to imprison me, right? And I've done nothing wrong to nobody. I've just been retaliating based on my own anger and frustrations of what has been done to me all throughout society. Um, as a result of trying to get away from my evil kidnappers, I joined the military, which was just as worse because they were in the military as well, posing as military superiors in a sense. And they have made my life hell in the military as well, where they extracted several of my teeth. I was constantly had experiments being done on me. My blood was taken all the time. I'm trying to think what else. Um, my sexual organs were experimented on um, from surgeries, right? Um, my life has really been a living hell, literally. Everybody I knew around me was a shape shifting Nephilim, a shape shifting demon, right? Um, so now I'm living on the street because I finally found out the truth. Not only were they lying to me and constantly trying to take things from me physically, on top of that, they were trying to take the little resources that I was making by lying to me about children that did not even belong to me in the state of Florida specifically, right? The people that I've named before, I will not name them again. They're all responsible because it turns out that they're part of a cult on top of being demonic shapeshifters. Um, Now I'm trying to do my best, just trying to survive from day to day. The little money that I can, I buy food. Um, I've moved from state to state. I went to New York on false pretenses. Um, the, the girl that I knew as my ex girlfriend, she ended up being part of this cult, the shape shifting Nephilim cult. Um, I went to New York to go to the school to be a personal trainer. The school was a front. I think it was an alphabet boy slash Nephilim demonic shape shifting institution. After I found that out, I tried to leave that school, and I did. I ended up being on the street. Then I went to the VA in New York It turns out the VA is now infiltrated or ran by Nephilim shapeshifters, right? As a result, they put me in another abandoned building where everybody that was there were all Nephilim shapeshifters, right? I made a mistake of taking off my protection necklace and my rings, and I left it on the train. Right, got into a altercation with one of the Nephilim shapeshifters there. As a result, I had to leave. I left some of my items there. So now um, I was collecting bottles, cans, just try to survive as well. Between my little paycheck from the military that I received, my compensation for my time. So now I'm back here in Georgia, trying to survive. I live outside of a dumpster now. Um, I go to the bathroom through the mall that's here, not too far from where I stay at. And on top of that, I go to the little gas station and just try to survive from day to day. That's what I'm doing now. All this has happened because I find out I found out that the people that was always around me were all shapeshifted Nephilim. All of them were shape-shifting a Nephilim. They're shapeshifters. They can look like other people, but it's the same person. The eyes do not lie. It is true that they say the eyes are the windows to the soul. So I see these people for who they are. They're wicked. They're deceitful. They're jealous. They're envious. Um, they have no righteousness in them at all. I know that God is coming back soon. I know that He is going to pass judgment on this place. Um, Despite all the sci-fi videos that I listen to about aliens and all this other foolishness that I hear about, I don't really believe one lick of it. It is entertaining though, but I know spiritually that these are very evil and wicked people. These people mean mankind no good at all, right? They mean mankind no good at all. This is the God honest truth. We have been deceived by the lure of money, by the lure of desire for the flesh, and other things like that. And I've been caught up in it too. And I've prayed for forgiveness that the Creator, the Father above, forgive me for being in this human body. It is hard, I believe, that for the Father to see us because we are truly in sinful flesh, right? Because we're easily deceived by the reptilian brain, by our senses, by our emotions, by our feelings, right? Because the main thing about the body is for survival. That's why it is different from your spirit and your soul. This body is just an independent organism that just wants to survive, as opposed to your spirit, your soul that wants to ascend, wants to rise above this, wants to get out of this situation. This is a prison. The body is a prison now because this planet has become well, it's not become. This planet is a slave. Um, it is a slave state. It is an open prison. The people that are in prison, the actual prison, is pretty much another form of hell. It's like the place you go right before hell. So prison is pretty much preparing you for what hell is going to be like, right? But those here in society, we're just in an open prison. We're constantly monitored. Um, Regardless of what you do, or regardless of where you go. That's why it's funny to me when they say that they can't find certain criminals. That's probably usually Nephilim at work because there's cameras everywhere. There's cameras on your phone. There's cameras on top of buildings. There's cameras on the side of buildings. There's cameras on cars. There's cameras on stoplights. There's cameras on traffic stops. There's cameras everywhere. Everywhere you could think of, there's a camera. For them to say that they can't find criminals is it is a bold-faced lie, right? Because they're monitoring everything and everyone. Everything that you do is monitored and watched. Everything, right? Once again, I believe in the Creator. I'm praying for my freedom from this prison, from this human body. All right. I ask for help every day. I pray every day. Um, and God is good because He still provided for me. I still find water, even though I'm living under very distressful means. I'm still grateful that God has still protected me. These people, I think they haven't killed me yet because of out of some fear. What fear of what, I'm not sure, but I do believe that I am the child of the Creator, so that's why I feel good about myself. But I'm living under very stressful situations. I'm not too fearful. Sometimes because I'm in the human's body, yes, the anxiety arises in me, but I'm still grateful and I'm still thankful to the Creator for blessing me and keeping me. But yes, why I'm going through this now? Because I found out exactly what is going on around me. The people that are quote unquote leaders are all evil beings, right? This planet should be ascending just like everybody else spiritually, but it's not because they want to keep they want to keep the vibration of the planet very low. It has always been this way. It's always been the intention to keep the vibration of the planet low, to keep you spiritually low, right? This is the control mechanism to keep everybody vibrating low and keep you at a low vibration so they can continue to control you, right? And then the fear mechanism is put in place too. They feed off the vibrations of fear. It is one thing that keeps them going. It is part of their energetic income. On top of violence, um, hatefulness, anger, bitterness, jealousy, envy. These are all things that originates with them. That's why I say that we some people here are part of a lower subspecies group of what you know as the human race, right? They do have underground bases. They do have underground labs where I believe that they are cloning people. And the ones that are clones, ones that do not have a soul, that is just pretty much a walking organism, those are the ones that they use to move through both spiritually and consciously. They can move their consciousness from body to body. It is how they move and operate, right? So some of the people that you see on the street that whether they're rich or poor are really clones that they're using, that they're traveling through. Um, they use their consciousness. They move their consciousness through these people. God honest truth. But like I said, if anybody finds this, man, and something does truly happen to me, these are the reasons why that I'm living on the street now, why I've separated myself from people. They've done all type of sick things to me. I tried staying in shelters. While I was staying in shelters, they was putting disgusting things in my food. They were putting bed bugs in my clothes, bed bugs in my sleeping places where I sleep. And this is prior to me being on any type of social media speaking out about these things. So they were doing these things to me prior to me finding out about who they are and what they are. So they've always been an hindrance to me. They've always went out of their way to make my life a living hell prior to me speaking out and finding out who they are. Right? So I know now these are truly, truly evil people. Right? So before I was expressing my frustrations about life on this planet or life period or just sharing my philosophies about everything, they were going out of their way to make my life a living hell. Satan does exist. He's a real entity, right? But I did not know of the entity known as Lilith, right? That is his wife. That is the mother of all demons, right? These are the two main culprits on top of their children and their other quote unquote family members, right? Um, Based on the allure of sci-fi and mythology, I believe that it is 50 of them. The what they call the pure breeds. This goes back to the royal family thing. This goes back to celebrities. This goes back to quote unquote rich businessmen and people. They're all characters playing the same role of different people. I say again, they are just the same group of people playing roles like a movie, right? That's why Hollywood is a part of this because they're all Nephilim shapeshifters, right? They're all shapeshifters. They change into different people. They're black, white, Indian, Arabic, Asian, you name it. That's what they are, and that's what they've used against me during the midst of my time of traveling, trying to get away from this same family. They traveled uh, via, I don't know if they use spaceships or they literally moved their consciousness or they teleported to these locations and they pretended to be these people for me to be upset. So they frustrated me in these situations, i.e., when I went to Africa, they pretended to be Africans. They pretended to be Asian people as well, and they pretend to be Indian people. They pretend to be all these different races, right? To have me have these encounters with them, for me to then have a negative thing with them. So then, when I speak my frustrations, then it's like, oh look, he's racist. He doesn't like white people because they pretended to be white people. Oh look, he doesn't like Asian people, so they pretended to be Asian people. Oh look, he doesn't like Africa. He doesn't like Africans because they pretended to be Africans. They have frustrated me in all aspects of different races that they have been because they have the technology and the capability to shapeshift into different people. So that is why I'm portrayed now as an asshole. That's why I'm portrayed now as this racist or this person that is against humanity or against everybody because they have made it now because of the monitoring system and then the fact that I was on social media at one point to make it seem as though that I'm a negative, wicked person, and the truth and reality is that they are the evil and wicked people. But what it is, they have to put that energy, that attention away from themselves and put it on me. They've been doing this for a long, long time. Anybody that they feel is going up against their agenda, their purpose, or what they really want, which is to continue the low vibrational slave state of this world, right? But anybody they see that has a little bit of goodness and light in them, they will portray them as being negative. So what they'll do is they'll frustrate them in any type of way, and then when the person that is of goodness trying to express their frustrations, they'll like, look. You see what he's doing? You look what he's saying, and then that makes them look like what whatever they want him to be. You want him to be racist? Oh look, he's racist. He's making racist comments. Oh look, he's sexist. He's making sexist comments. Oh look, he's prejudiced. He's making prejudiced comments. So that's what they've done to me. So they've frustrated me in so many ways, and then they'll put the light on me, put the cameras on me to make me look a certain way, so that everybody else will be like, "Oh, look, he is this way," and that's the God honest truth. That's what I'm fighting against. I'm fighting against shape-shifting Nephilim that have portrayed me as to being a negative person. They have been everybody and anybody. They can be everybody and anybody. That's what these people can do. Or not people, but these spirits, these entities, these Nephilim, these shape-shifting Nephilim, that's what they have the capability of do. They can be everybody and anybody, right? And they have made me look like an asshole because that was their plan. That was always been the original plan to frustrate me in such a way that I'd be portrayed to society as an asshole. That has always been the plan, right? Always been the plan to make me look bad and make themselves look good. God honest truth. Because I've had altercations with people that I don't even know. Right? When I was on social media, I had celebrities coming at me and I didn't even know who they were. I didn't know them from Adams. But it turns out that they were all Nephilim. They were all shapeshifting Nephilim. And now I can recognize them. I can point them out. Quick example, the guy you know as Cat Williams is really Orlando Brown. The same person. That's just one example. One example, right? I could tell you countless others, right? A lot of these people are evil and they're shape shifting Nephilim. Keep that in mind. They are shape shifters. They can be everyone and anyone. They can be everyone and anyone in any situation, whether it's religious groups, celebrities, politicians. They can be everyone and anyone. Okay? Just be mindful. If you're still a human being and you have a soul, be careful. They can be everyone and anyone. Hide your light. I'm going to say that. Hide your light. If you pray, pray in silence. Pray in your privacy, your own home. Turn off your phone, your TVs, whatever. Unplug all the electronics in your house and pray in silence. Don't let them know that you're communicating with the Creator, because they're going to infiltrate your life and make you out to be a dirtbag, an asshole, a racist, prejudice, whatever, a sexist, whatever way means they can make it to ruin your life. Pray to the Creator in private and in secret, because you are really dealing with the evil on this planet at this point. Demons are walking amongst us. That's the God honest truth. All right. Whoever finds this video, in case something happens to me, that's what's been going on. That's what the kid is going through. One.